Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a single mysterious painting that holds a powerful secret about what it really means to succeed.
Okay, so let's just take a look at this. At first glance, you see a whole mix of things, right? There's a Christian cross, some Chinese calligraphy, a bunch of abstract shapes. It feels pretty complex, but there's a single powerful story holding it all together, and we are going to solve this puzzle.
Now, to really get what this painting is about, we have to go back in time, way back, to a dramatic story from the ancient book of Exodus that sparked the whole idea. So here's the deal. After this huge failure, this golden calf incident, their leader, Moses, gets a really strange and frankly kind of terrifying offer from God. He's told, you can have the prize, the promised land, everything you've worked for, but I'm not going with you.
I mean, can you imagine? This puts them at a crossroads. Get the ultimate prize, but without the one who promised it, or stick with the guide, even if it means the destination isn't guaranteed. It's a huge test of what you think success actually is. Is it about the goal or about who you're with on the journey?
Moses' answer is just so clear and so dramatic. He basically says, thanks, but no thanks. For him, the destination was absolutely meaningless without that core relationship. The prize was nothing without the presence.
So you got to be wondering, right? Why was this presence such a non-negotiable? What did it really stand for that made Moses willing to just give up everything else for it?
Well, the source notes explain it this way. For Moses, God's presence was their identity marker. It was the one and only thing that made his people unique. Without it, they weren't this special nation. They were, and I'm quoting here, just a group of refugees who got lucky with some real estate.
Oof.
It's kind of like salt that's lost its saltiness. It might look the part, but what's the point? It's basically useless. So this is the key takeaway. This presence wasn't some nice little bonus feature for them. It was their entire reason for being. All right, so with all that backstory in our minds, let's go back to the painting. Now we've got the keys to finally unlock what the artist is trying to tell us. Look right at the center of the painting. You see the cross, right? The artist put it there for a reason. Their notes say it's to show that this divine presence isn't some distant, abstract thing. It's something that enters our world, our lives, in a super personal and direct way. And check this out. See that arching shape right below the cross? It almost looks like, well, like arms wrapping around in a hug, right? The artist calls it an embrace. It's meant to symbolize protection, which is a perfect echo of God's promise in the story to shield Moses in the rock. Now this is where it gets really clever. The artist has taken the Chinese character fu, which means blessing or good fortune. Usually that character is all about getting stuff, external success. But look how it's been reimagined here. The painting is saying that a true blessing isn't about getting what you want. It's about being guided and renewed from the inside out. Okay, so that's a really powerful idea, but let's be real. How does something like that actually work? How does this abstract idea of presence show up in day-to-day life? So the source material breaks it down into 3 key places where this big idea actually becomes tangible. It shows up in our relationships, in our work, and in our communities. Think about it. At work, for instance. The source brings up the Apostle Paul, who made tents to support his mission. The point isn't just about getting tasks done or trying to escape the pressure. The whole goal shifts to finding meaning and a sense of deep peace right in the middle of all that chaos. And in a team or a community, that presence becomes this incredible glue. Remember those diverse leaders in the book of Acts? They all came together, focused collectively, and got this single shared purpose. That alignment, that's what became their mark of distinction. That's what made them unique. So let's bring it all home. We've gone through the story, we've decoded the art, and it all points back to this one central idea, a totally new way of thinking about peace. See, the ultimate promise here isn't, I will make your life easy. Not at all. It's, I will give you rest. And that is a completely different and much deeper thing. So here's the bottom line. After decoding this whole painting, we've landed on a new definition of rest. It's not a peaceful place you escape to. It's a powerful presence that goes with you, giving you purpose and protection right through the middle of whatever chaos you're facing. It's a complete flip of how we usually think about success, about blessings, about peace. And it leaves us with one final thought. If true success isn't the destination, but the guide who walks with you, How does that change the journey you're on right now?